Welcome to another episode of Sports Ninja Podcast. This week has kind of been a dry week in sports. I have about really one bit of news, and then the rest of this is just upcoming games and events in sports. So I'll go ahead and read this off to you all. Derrick Rose scores career high 50 points versus the Timberwolves, and he got the game-winning block. The Raiders play the 49ers tonight. I think the 49ers will win. The Falcons play the Redskins. I think the Redskins will win. And you're going to hear my upset thing, I think, a fair amount of times because I do have an upset, and this is one of them. I think the Lions do end up beating the Vikings this week. I'm not sure what it is, but something just tells me the Vikings will win. The Steelers play the Ravens. This one to me is a coin flip, but I have the Steelers. The Chiefs play the Browns, and if you're the Browns, should be ready for that offense. Of course, the Browns they usually are ready for good offense. They do have a pretty good defense, but I think the Chiefs do win this one. The Jets play the Dolphins. This is a game that nobody's really going to watch. There's a few of those this week. But, yeah. I guess I'll say the Jets will win that one. The Bears play the Bills. And I think the Bears will absolutely annihilate the Bills. Or, excuse me, the Bears will annihilate the Bills. Saying Bears and Bills kind of makes it hard to tell what you said. The Buccaneers will play the Panthers. I think the Panthers will win. And I have the Chargers beating the Seahawks. The Texans will play the Broncos, and I think Houston comes out and wins this one. And here is another upset of the week. Or upset of the day, or whatever you want to call it. Anyway, here's another upset. I think the Chiefs beat the Rams, handing them their first loss of the season. Or not the Chiefs, but the Saints. I think the Saints beat the Rams. I can't tell what I'm saying. I think I said the Chiefs beat the Rams, but anyway, I meant to say the Saints will beat the Rams. That's what I think. The Packers play the Patriots. I think this one's a coin flip, but in the end, I do think New England comes out with a victory. The Titans will play the Cowboys. I think the Titans do not win. The Cowboys win. Kentucky will play their final exhibition game tomorrow versus Indiana University of Pennsylvania. I thought that was weird. Indiana University of Pennsylvania. Anyway, here are some college football games coming up, and I will tell you all who I think will win. Temple will play non-UCF tonight. I think UCF wins. Pittsburgh will play 23 Virginia. I think Virginia wins. Louisville will play 2 Clemson. Clemson should destroy Louisville. 22 Syracuse will play Wake Forest. I have Syracuse winning. Here is another upset. I think 25 Texas A&M will lose to Auburn. Auburn, of course, they lost to Tennessee. They haven't been doing good this season. They want to bounce back against Texas A&M. I think Ohio State will do the same as Clemson and beat the crap out of Nebraska. SEC East game here. 6 Georgia will play 11 Kentucky. I think Georgia does win this one ultimately in Kroger Field. Here's a really good game that no one's thinking about. 12 West Virginia will play 15 Texas. I think Texas wins. Now, of course, due to rankings, it would kind of technically be an upset. But I think overall Texas is a better team than West Virginia. West Virginia just has a good quarterback in Will Grier, however you say it, to carry them to victory. Purdue will play 19 Iowa, have Iowa winning. 5 Michigan will play 14 Penn State. Michigan should roll through them. 24 Boston College will play Virginia Tech. 24 Boston College should win. Missouri will play 13 Florida. Florida should win. I have 16 Utah beating Arizona State. 17 Houston, who just beat South Florida. a team that was previously unbeaten, will play SMU. Northwestern should lose 2-3 Notre Dame. 21 Mississippi State will play Louisiana Tech. Of course, there's a very infamous play between these two teams when, I'm trying to think who had the ball. I think Louisiana Tech had the ball, and it was like a 90-yard fumble. Of course, they did recover, but I think it was like 3rd and 40 something by the time the ball was recovered. 7 Oklahoma will play Texas Tech. I think Oklahoma will win. And here's another upset. I think LSU dethrones Alabama. I really do. I know Devin White is out for the first half. That will definitely hurt LSU's defense. But something tells me LSU is just going to beat the 15-point favorite Alabama Crimson Roll Tide. And I think that's crazy. Alabama is a 15-point favorite. That's crazy. 20 Fresno State will play UNLV. This will be a game no one's watching, but I'll say Fresno State wins this one. California play 10 Washington State. Washington State should win. 18 Utah State will play Hawaii. I think Utah State gets the win. That will be it for this episode. Of course, like I said earlier in the beginning, it's kind of been a dry week in sports. Not much has happened, but or it has been the last 2 or 3 days anyway. And that'll be it. Thank you for listening. This has been Sports Central Podcast. I also want to say that I saw this picture of, I guess it's someone's niece, someone's granddaughter, who dressed up as the Browns' offensive line coach. If you haven't been watching Hard Knocks, or you just haven't seen him, definitely look it up. Just look up Browns' offensive line coach, and you'll see him. I think it's hilarious. I just wanted to say that because I remembered it as I was playing the outro. Anyway, thank you for listening. This has been Sports Central Podcast.